Hey everyone, it's Matt, and today I will be reading to you a variety of quotes about Stoicism. And I guess the best way I would describe Stoicism is that it is a way of thinking, a philosophy that focuses on the fact that while you cannot control what happens to you, while you can't necessarily always change your circumstances, what you do have control of is your own reaction to your circumstances. And I was thinking that in times like these, which are a bit strange and difficult for many people, I'm sure, even myself included, I've been going through some tricky times myself. I thought that it might be a good time to read off some quotes on Stoicism for your motivation or inspiration or comfort of some sort. And though quotes on Stoicism can't exactly change your circumstances, they might be able to help you change your reaction to them, which is, of course, what it's all about. So, I hope that you'll enjoy these quotes on Stoicism and find them at least a little relaxing, if not motivational or inspirational or whatever other word you'd like to use for that. Anyway, here we go. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Failure and deprivation are the best educators and purifiers. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. It does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. A Stoic is someone who transforms fear into prudence, pain into transformation, mistakes into initiation, and desire into undertaking. Learn to be indifferent to that which makes no difference. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. He has the most who is content with the least. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. And that space is our power to choose our response. The more you seek the uncomfortable, the more you will become comfortable. If you are easily provoked, you are easily controlled. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Discomfort is the currency of success. The robbed that smiles steals something from the thief. the misfortune of its strength and burden. The willing are led by fate, the reluctant dragged. Move toward resistance and pain. Be a master of the mind, not mastered by the mind. To be stoic is not to be emotionless, but to remain unaffected by your emotions. Great times are great softeners. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Stoicism is about the domestication of emotions, not their elimination. What you're supposed to do when you don't like a thing is change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. It can ruin your life only if it ruins your character. Otherwise, it cannot harm you, inside or out. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats. He who reigns within himself and rules passions, desires, and fears is more than a king. What we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. The obstacle is the way. Expect the river to be wild, surprising, and challenging. To expect the opposite is to live in delusion. The limit is not the sky. The limit is the mind. Why is this so unbearable? Why can't I endure it? You'll be embarrassed to answer. You cannot overestimate the unimportance of practically everything. Life is a storm that will test you unceasingly. Don't wait for calm waters that may not arrive. Derive purpose from resilience. Learn to sail the raging sea. Don't aim to be perfect. Aim to be anti-fragile. The truth is that our finest moments are most likely to occur when we are feeling deeply uncomfortable, unhappy, or unfulfilled. For it is only in such moments, propelled by our discomfort, that we are likely to step out of our ruts and start searching for different ways or truer answers. The trials you encounter will introduce you to your strengths. Difficulty you ever start taking things too seriously, just remember that we are talking monkeys on an organic spaceship flying through the universe. What is to give light must endure burning. I like times of turbulence more than times of stability, more opportunity to seize and grow. Desire is a contract that you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. You become what you give your attention to. Watch every thought. Always ask, why am I having this thought? A man is no bigger than the smallest thing that provokes him. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success, combined with constant restlessness. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Remember that your perception of the world is a reflection of your state of consciousness. You can change it, you can accept it, or you can leave it. What is not a good option is to sit around wishing you would change it, but not changing it, wishing you would leave it, but not leaving it, and not accepting it. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? The only thing you can control is the thought you are having right now. Make it calm, clear, and simple. Make it your superpower. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. The more time you spend in your discomfort zone, the more your comfort zone will expand. Forget everything else. Keep hold of this alone and remember it. Each of us lives only now, this brief instant. The rest has been lived already, or is impossible to see. Be disentangled from all perceptions. They are not you. Understand, in life as in war, nothing ever happens just as you expect it to. If you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity. If you need a witness, be your own. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? He who does not desire or fear the uncertain day or capricious fate is equal to the gods above and loftier than mortals. Expectation is the only seed of disappointment. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself. despite your best effort. That's the only path to a peaceful mind. A man grounded must, whether he wills or not, necessarily be attended by constant cheerfulness and a joy that is deep and issues from deep within, since he finds delight in his own resources and desires no joys greater than his inner joys. When you transform your mind, everything you experience is transformed. No amount of anxiety makes any difference to anything that is going to happen. If evil be spoken of you and it be true, correct yourself. If it is a lie, laugh at it. In all things, we should try to make ourselves be as grateful as possible. We find comfort among those who agree with us, and growth among those who don't. Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. Here is a rule to remember in the future when anything tempts you to feel bitter. Not this is misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune. Don't let your fears paralyze you into becoming a lesser version of yourself. Eliminate fear by confronting what you are afraid of. Most people who doubt you because they can never see themselves doing what you are trying to do. Repeated failure will toughen your spirit and show you with absolute clarity how things must be done. What is the point of dragging up sufferings that are over, of being miserable now because you were miserable then? Your true self is not your emotion such as anger, frustration, or hate. It is the inner witness that knows the rise and fall of your emotion. You are never given more pain than you can handle. And finally, at any given moment, you can choose to follow the chain of thoughts, emotions, and sensations that reinforce a perception of yourself as vulnerable and limited, or to remember that your true nature is pure, unconditioned, and incapable of being harmed. And so, I hope you enjoyed hearing these quotes on Stoicism, and I hope you found them either motivating or comforting, or at least a little relaxing in some way. I know that when I'm going through tough times, trying to keep a stoic mindset has been very helpful. And so, maybe if you're dealing with some difficult circumstances right now, try taking some of these quotes to heart. I know that a specific mindset can't exactly change anything outside of your control, and it may not make you feel much better, but it can always maybe help guide you. At least in my opinion. Everyone's different, but in my experience, it's been fairly consistent in being true. But regardless, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will have a good night's sleep. I See you next time.